And I'm live at the Hall of Records in downtown Fresno, where this morning county officials announced a brand new ordinance proposal. That ordinance would allow local officials to actually enforce state laws regarding how many registered sex offenders can live in a single home. This comes after neighbors have complained that they don't feel safe in their own front yards. Addressing the registered sex offenders next door.
The last 5 years, it has been hell, literally hell.
The Fresno County Sheriff's Office says they've become all too familiar with these homes on East Gettysburg Avenue. They're neighboring transitional housing facilities for registered sex offenders.
We want to send a message to these individuals that we are going to control what you're doing, and we're not going to let you just run wild within these residential neighborhoods.
We obtained records Monday showing their interactions with the two homes over the last 5 years. That includes 226 calls for service, 36 reports, and 8 arrests. 5 of those arrests were for felonies.
Unfortunately, by state law, we have to allow these folks to be there, but that's state law and that's what we have to deal with.
California law allows up to 6 registered sex offenders to live in a single home, but the sheriff's office says they've found up to 16 people living in one home. And Fresno County doesn't have any enforcement laws in place. A recent investigative report by CBS 47's Catherine Herr stoked the fire.
The Fresno sheriff says his deputies are called to these 2 homes more often than any other home in the neighborhood.
Catherine Herr's story within the media and putting that out, really, like I said, it shined a light on it and it educated people.
Fresno County Supervisors Gary Bredefeld and Brian Pacheco are now proposing an enforcement ordinance.
Our ordinance institutes penalties, which include escalating fines and jail time if they violate the policies of our ordinance.
Property owners who knowingly house more than 6 registered sex offenders in a single home could face up to 6 months in jail and an up to $50,000 fine.
It's affecting the sale of real estate, the value of real estate in the neighborhood, and just the tranquility of the neighborhood.
Neighbors say they think 6 is still too many registered sex offenders for one house, but they see this ordinance as a step in the right direction.
We need to find a way to petition the state to do the right thing and change the law if necessary in order to prohibit this kind of stuff.
While California does have restrictions on how many registered sex offenders can live in a single home, there are actually no legal restrictions as to how many of those group homes can be in a single neighborhood. So, like in the case of Fig Garden Village, there are more than one right next to each other. The property owners also don't have to notify the city or the neighbors of those registered sex offenders moving into the neighborhood. All of that information is available publicly online if they were to Google it themselves. Now, if this ordinance passes, it would take effect exactly 30 days after its passage. We'll keep you updated on this developing story. Live in downtown Fresno, I'm Brianna Bias, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.